tired of starting your fitness journey only to give up a couple of weeks later? In this video, I'm going to show you how to set realistic goals, how to stick to them, and how it's going to work this time around. Now, before we dive in and talk about setting realistic goals, it's 2025. This is your year. You're sick of not having your shit together. You're motivated. New year, new me, right? You want to get in shape. You're overindulged over Christmas. You keep going in circles every year. As a personal trainer and an online coach, I've heard it all before. I want you to succeed. This is why I'm here. This is what I do. I help you reach your goals. I wanted to create some free educational videos to help you succeed so you don't even have to be out of pocket at all. All I would appreciate is if you like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for free weekly videos to keep you on track to your fitness journey. Okay, let's talk about goals and mindset. I want you to grab out a pen and paper and I want you to write down what your goal is for 2025. And we're gonna do it together. So when we're setting goals, we wanna set specific goals, okay? We wanna set SMART goals. And what SMART goals is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It's so easy to say, I wanna lose weight. Okay, but what does that mean? Do you wanna lose 5 kilos? Do you wanna lose 10 kilos? You can't spot reduce fat, but what areas are you unhappy with? What areas do you wanna improve on? Maybe you don't wanna lose fat. Maybe you wanna actually gain muscle. Maybe you wanna build a booty. Maybe you want like bigger shoulders. Whether it's fat loss, fitness, muscle gain, whatever your goal is, it needs to be a little bit more specific than just, I wanna lose weight or I wanna gain muscle. I wanna get fitter. Let's go with an example of, I wanna lose fat. How much fat do you wanna lose? Is it 5 kilos? Is it 7 kilos? Is it 10 kilos? Why are you picking that number? Why 5 kilos? What does that number mean to you? What's gonna happen when you lose 5 kilos? Why now? Why do you wanna lose the weight now? What stopped you from losing this weight in the past? What else is it? Is it lack of confidence? Do you feel lazy all the time? Are you tired? Do you get moody? Let's dig a little bit deeper here. And then the most important thing, how do you want to feel? What is going to happen? Like, what are you striving for? Are you striving for happiness? Are you striving for confidence? What is it that you want to feel when you lose this weight? What is really the reason why? Like, dig a little bit deeper. Write some of these thoughts down. Okay, now that we've had like a little fat loss goal, what about if you wanted to gain muscle? Why do you want to build muscle? Where is it that you want to build muscle? Do you want bigger glutes? Do you want bigger shoulders? Do you want stronger quads? And then ask yourself the same questions. Why do you want bigger glutes? Why do you want stronger quads? Why now? What is it now that makes you want to grow these areas? Do you like your legs? Do you like your quads? What makes you want to change these things, or what makes you want to like build these areas up? So that's just a couple of questions just to cover the specific goal. Now we're going to talk about the measurable goal. How are you going to measure your progress? Here are some little tools that can help you measure what your goals are. You can track your food, you can take progress photos, you can take your body weight, you can even take body measurements with a measuring tape. You can also log your weights in the gym. These are all some great tools that you can use to help measure your goals. And if you do need a little bit more assistance with this, I have some coaching programs that you can sign up to that has all of these things included in one app. If you want to find out more about this, I can leave a little link in the description and you can go and check it out. Now, let's talk about setting achievable goals. Maybe you only need to lose 5 kilos. So do you really need to set a 10 kilo weight loss goal? Is that realistic for you? And another thing we'll touch on a little bit later when we get to the time is setting it within a reasonable time frame. Is it achievable in the time frame that you're trying to reach this goal? Let's say you want to get fit and you want to run a marathon and the marathon's like tomorrow. Is that really realistic? Probably not. I mean, you might be able to do it, but you're gonna be really freaking sore. When we're talking about setting a realistic and achievable fat loss goal, we wanna be losing 100 to 500 grams per week. Now, this is gonna depend on how quickly you wanna lose the weight, but if you are losing more than 500 grams a week, I probably wouldn't recommend this only because it's less sustainable in the long term. How relevant is your goal? Does this goal align with your efforts? Does it align with your long-term goal? When we're talking about long-term goals, we wanna be thinking about like, do you want to run that marathon? If you do want to run that marathon, are you focusing on running right now? Are you focusing on building up the Ks in your legs each week? Or are you focusing on something that's completely irrelevant to what your goal is? Are you going to do Pilates and yoga every week and you're not even doing running? So in other words, what you're doing today, is that going to help your long-term goal? Are you maybe trying to lose fat and you're trying to prep your meals and eat a little bit healthier? Or are you going out and blowing all your calories every weekend and eating a pizza and a burger and chips and fries and all of the other things? Basically, you want to make your goal make sense. So do you have an occasion that you're working towards? Do you have a timeline of when you want to reach this goal? Do you have a deadline? When we don't have a deadline or we don't have a timeline, you're probably not going to stick to it. If you come into the new year and say, I want to lose 10 kilos, I'm really happy for you, but It needs to be a little bit more specific. How much weight do you want to lose? By when? What's the occasion? A couple of things in the background of like, what am I actually working towards? What are these little stepping stones that are gonna help me get closer to my goal? Now, let's dive a little bit deeper into a bit more mindset and how you can stay consistent. So what actually helps us stay on track? Like we just said, setting SMART goals is a great start. Now it's time to build some habits and some confidence. Staying consistent is so important no matter what your goal is. You want to create a routine and a structure that's going to suit you and your lifestyle. So some ways that you can do this is setting an alarm for the same time every day. Get up at the same time every single day. Have a morning routine that you know is going to work for you, whether that's you wake up, you go to the toilet, you brush your teeth, you go get your coffee, whatever it is. Make a routine that's going to suit you. It doesn't need to be a 10-step routine of I wake up and I do my face mask and I do this and I have a shower and I go for a walk and that already is stressing me out, to be quite honest. I personally like to wake up, go to the bathroom, go and have my crumpet, my hot chockey, get back, brush my teeth, and I'm out the door. It doesn't need to be difficult, okay? A morning routine does not have to be a whole 10 to 20 step process. It doesn't have to be some fancy thing that's like, oh my God, everybody does this. Like, look at me. Like, it literally is just something that's going to be suited to you and your lifestyle. What does your day look like? Do you like to just wake up, get dressed, and walk out the door? Or do you prefer to wake up a little bit earlier, have a little bit more chill time in the morning, maybe do some meditation, whatever it is, do some journaling? Whatever is going to suit you and set you up for the best day, do that. You want to have some sort of structure into your day as well. I'm not saying your whole day has to be planned out. I do personally like to do that. But what time do you wake up? Is it, I wake up at 6 o'clock, I go to the gym at 7, I'm at work by 8, I eat my breakfast at 9 o'clock when I'm sitting in front of the computer, I have lunch at 1 p.m. Whatever it is, have a structure throughout the day and be consistent with that. The more consistent you are throughout your day, the more consistent you're going to be in other areas of your life, like your fitness journey. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it is this tip. This is the most underrated tip and I don't hear enough people talk about it. It's setting boundaries. I find it so important and so beneficial to set boundaries. Setting boundaries protects your time, protects your energy, and it keeps you aligned with your vision. If you've got Sally asking you to go out every single Friday night and get blackout, is that really the best thing for your goals? You need to set boundaries with Sally and say, listen, Sally, this is what my goal is. This is when I want to achieve it by, and this is what I'm doing. I really need your support. Say straight up, as soon as you've set that goal, Sally, I'm not going out every Friday and getting blackout with you. Tell someone out loud. Another thing boundaries do is helps you stay consistent. It also strengthens discipline. So I'm not saying you have to say no every single time, but when you say no one time, you're like, oh, I feel a little bit more confident. And then you're like, oh, that little bit more discipline is just kicking in. Honestly, guys, setting boundaries and telling people what your goals are is so crucial if you want to succeed. I'll give you an example from me personally. When I said that I wanted to compete in a bodybuilding competition, I said to all of my friends before I wanted to do this goal, next year I'm thinking of doing this goal, which means I'm probably not gonna come to every single social occasion, I'm not gonna be drinking next year, and I'm probably gonna be bringing my food to some events. They were all so supportive of me because they knew exactly what I was doing. Sometimes when people don't know what you're doing, it's hard for them to be supportive and understand what your goals are. So don't go and try and blame other people. Keep yourself accountable. Go and tell people what your goal is and you'll build so much consistency, you'll build so much confidence, and you will stick to your boundaries. If this video helps you guys, please don't forget to give it a big like down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and stick around because next week I'm going to be coming back to you with beginner exercises that everybody needs to know. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and don't forget, be bright, be bold, be you, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye.